2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You guys, Josh here, and today's video is literally 6 months in the making. Now, as you can see here, we actually managed to make it to the very end of the Alcatraz Easter egg, or Blood of the Dead, with bots. Here's the thing, the cutscene never played. We waited almost a minute after Richtofen talked, and we're like, dude, isn't there supposed to be a cutscene happening? And then, out of nowhere, it crashed. And this is the error. Now, I did research on this error. This error only happens supposedly in multiplayer and Blackout, so I'm very confused what this means. I'm assuming this means since one of the bots was Richtofen. Boom. That's all I can assume is that since none of us were the bots to do what had needed to be done. See, the thing makes no sense. When you do Alcatraz or Blood of the Dead Easter egg solo, a bot will spawn in Richtofen and sit in the chair. But I think the reason why it crashed is because, like Darian pointed out, you have to grab your weapons, and I don't think the bots would be able to do that. And everybody has to hold X at the door, and nobody can hold X on the door, or all of the bots cannot hold X on the door. So after many months of trial and error, we couldn't get past that area. It crashed no matter who's Richtofen. We did the Blood of the Easter egg about 8 times. It crashed every single time we tried, even if one of us was Richtofen. So we moved on to Alpha Omega here. So we knew that the bots could turn on the power, grab perks and stuff. So we're sitting here and we're like, man, let's see if the bots will walk over here and hold X on this button to push the button to get it to work. So we're waiting, and we're like, this is not going to work. We need to throw in the towel. So basically, we came up with another scenario, and that was, I'll explain in a second. I just wanted to show some, pretty much I went through like 45 minutes of footage, and here's 11 minutes of it. I cut a huge chunk of footage because this video would be over 20 minutes, if not. This is as much as I could really cut to make this video flow. So we're like, man, is this it? So at this point, we're like, you know what? I don't think bots during a boss fight is possible. But then we tried something else. We tried killing the bots, and surprisingly, we were able to hit the button. Now, this surprised us so much, because we're like, wait a second. We're like, so is this confirmed technically that we technically have bots in a boss fight? And, oh, thank you, Treyarch, so much for updating PhD Slider to where you do no explosive damage, because that was really annoying when it first came out, and you still did explosive damage. So, yeah. So now, this is I think 3 or 4 minutes out of 20 minutes of the boss fight here. I don't know why we kept filming. I guess I kept filming because I didn't expect what's to come, and what's to come is pretty interesting here. So, yeah. So at this point, we're like, okay, technically the bots are, they're dead, but they're in the game, so we're like, oh, maybe, we'll count it as, working and stuff like that. So while I show you guys this boss fight, like I show you like literally 25% or 20% of the boss fight, because I cut all the other stuff, running between areas, any boring stuff I cut and stuff like that. But the one thing I want to talk about is I'm very confused with the cutscenes. Of what I mean by I'm confused of the cutscenes is I'm confused why I'm not allowed to show you guys any of the cutscenes. You'll notice when we get to the end of this run when we get to the end of this this Easter egg, you'll notice I had to cut the cutscene. See, you know what? The thing that's pissing me off is Treyarch blocks every, I don't know if it's, I'm suspecting it's YouTube that's doing this, because every time I post a cutscene video or a very specific thing about zombies, the video gets blocked worldwide. Like, I literally have 5 great videos on standby because they're still blocked worldwide. One of them was comparing the cutscenes from last gen Black Ops 3 to Black Ops 3. That video has been literally sitting on standby for 2.5, almost 3 years. I've been waiting to show you guys that video, and it's pissing me off because every time I contact Treyarch, they're like, we can't do anything. I'm like, you know, guys, it would be cool if, like, you could sponsor me, because I have been playing zombies since it first came out, and I'm playing Call of Duty since like 2006, because a lot of my old footage that I've posted in the past couple years is from like 2007 or 8 and stuff like that. So now we're nearing kind of the end of the boss fight here. Surprisingly, this boss fight wasn't as hard as I thought. You just have to make sure to dodge Avogadro and not get hit with his barrel roll, because he's kind of a dick like that. Surprisingly, none of us actually had our Dying Wish activate during this whole sequence, which surprises both, because usually that happens, like, we get our Dying Wish to activate. Oh yeah, that's my also thing I want to talk about is my perk combo here. This is my kind of permanent perk combo: Winter's Wail, Dying Wish, Peachy Slider, and Stamina as my modifier. A lot of people have told me modifier shouldn't be Stamina. Here's why I choose Stamina as my modifier. Unlimited sprint, so your dude doesn't get tired, which happens in Black Ops 4. Your dude gets tired. So here's what I'll show you. As you can see, I had to cut the entire cutscene there, because thanks to Treyarch or YouTube, not sure. You could see there the bots were in the game. So we wanted to try this again. Out of the blue, we thought of, why not use join the party? Now, out of all of this, we didn't expect this to work at all. And then, all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, after almost 7 months of trial and error and attempting to get bots in a boss fight, ladies and gentlemen, this is boss fight with bots. Finally, oh my god, you do not want to know how much pain. You know how frustrating it is to do the Easter egg with bots when they kill the zombies? We had to kill the bots literally almost every round to get stuff done, because the bots kept killing zombies. Now, for the steps where you had to cover fire, bots worked so perfectly to cover fire. It was amazing. You could see we actually got the Easter egg done even quicker than last time, because around 30 last time, around 27 with bots. You know, this again was so surprising that this actually worked. Now, here's the very interesting thing. The bots won't target the Avogadro or shoot at him. They completely ignore the Avogadro or the boss. So the bots will ignore the bosses. So that's kind of funny. One of the bots here got kind of roasted or freaking fried right there. I don't know why he was still in the pyramid room. He got roasted. He was dead. I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to get him. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot more footage here with the bot. As you can see, there's the bot. Here he comes in. You know, it's just so funny to see bots in the boss fight. It's something you really wouldn't ever see. And I really hope me and Darren are the first ones to actually successfully get this to happen. And I really hope you guys like this video, because like I said, this took us hours and hours and hours of trial and error attempts. Literally 45 minutes to about an hour of footage total, and I cut it down to about 11 minutes, or 12 minutes to be exact. There's just so much footage to go through, and I cut so much stuff because it would just be such a long video. But as you could see there, the Avogadro, you know, at first I thought the bots were going to be OP against the boss, or the boss attacks weren't going to be very strong against bots. We were both wrong. The boss's attacks on bots do exactly the same damage as they would do on us, which makes sense, because if not, the bots would be so OP in the boss fight, it'd be insane. So here we go, we called her in again, spawned the bots back in, which we maybe shouldn't have done, because at the very end I wanted to have bots with us. But as you can see, you know, the bots were so useful in the boss fight, because like the Avogadro was only targeting them the entire time we did this boss fight. It was just so funny. They were just targeting them. The one thing pissed me off though is when the Avogadro did the barrel roll, he didn't instantly kill the bot, which you know, the bots can grab perks, and I've seen the bots have Dying Wish because the one time the bot ran through a trap, and you could see the Dying Wish activates because he's glowing, he's like red smoke around him and stuff like that. So Darian literally got hit almost with a barrel direct there, and see in the bottom there. This finally, and then, yeah. So finally, we finished her up. I don't know what the bot was doing. I don't know why he kept running towards the Avogadro. I'm like, dude, I'm like, get out. We gotta go right now. And then the bot decided to be stupid and walk right into the Avogadro's rolling barrel roll attack. Or it could have been just the room was electrified. Other than that, the bots aren't the smartest during the boss fight because, yeah. I really wish the bots took a little less damage from the Avogadro, but again, that would be so OP, it would just be way too OP. So, other than that, this boss fight is actually really easy if you know what you're doing, and me and Darian usually have got each other's backs, so I don't think we've ever lost a game of Zombies Black Ops 4 dying. It was either game crash or something happened, but you could see here, holding this panel, only one person needs to do this, so technically if the bots were still alive, you would be able to finish this Easter egg, because you only one person needs to hold X on the computer, as you saw there, and right here, only one person needs to grab the shard, right there. Only one person needs to, not all 4 players have to be there, so that's about it, ladies and gentlemen, and just like always, pass! Toasting them.
Listen.
Kill them.
Adios,
Mother